Hi, this is Zak Mir with the Bulletin Board Heroes for Tuesday, the 4th of September here on Share Talk. Starting off with Deltex Medical Group, and already back above the 50-day line at 0.93. Nice bear trap gap reversal there for last month, and I suppose the trigger here would be an end of day or end of week close above 1.2 pence to then get us into the mood to target 1.8 to 2 pence plus over the following few weeks. Obviously, there is some resistance there from the 200-day line at 1.37, so we'll see how that pans out over the next few days. One of the best-looking charts around, and that's been the case for quite a while, is Filtronic. The gap through the 200-day line, I suppose, the big giveaway, second time lucky on that move, and then since then sort of reasonable 3 steps up, 2 steps down progress. Rising trend channel here with a base at 14 pence, and while we're above that, looking for 23, 24 pence at the top of a May rising trend channel as soon as the end of this month. Frontera was covered yesterday, but followed on quite well in terms of the movement. Not surprisingly, it's hit a block at the 200-day line at 0.45 pence, end of day close above that, and then we're looking for 0.65, only back below rather the 0.35 area, former resistance in July, would sound any alarms in terms of this being a one-hit wonder for the bulls. Greatland Gold shares haven't actually moved too much yet, but I know it's quite an active situation on the bulletin boards. Just breaking now the top of this falling wedge at 1.2 pence, and while we're above that, looking for a move at least up to 1.6, which is the mid-July resistance zone. So actually just moving up as I started this Bulletin Board Heroes going. On to Hurricane Energy, which I shied away from looking at yesterday because there was a gap to the upside and just failed around that July resistance, but good move today in terms of the technicals, hitting new higher ground, and looks as though the stock could head up to 75 pence while it remains above the floor of this rising September channel at around the the 52 pence area. So reasonable risk reward trade there, and obviously the nice part there is the way that we've held the gap from yesterday so well. Stock which pulled back quite sharply from the best levels is Imaginatik, but it looks like it's back on its way now. A little bear trap below the 50-day moving average and hitting the floor of this rising trend channel from June. But while we're above the 50-day line at 6.37, looking for a retest or even beating last month's 12 pence peak, 13, 14 pence could be the target there. Finishing off with a stock which I haven't looked at for a long time, but seems to be back in business for the bulls. Wedge breakout there and breaking above the 50-day moving average as well, 0.41. That nice sort of sideways shuffle resting on the 50-day line over the last week. The view at this stage is while we hold above the 50-day line, the target here could be as high as the 200-day moving average at 0.69 pence. That's it from me. More updates tomorrow.